Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike, one. Go.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Undercrunch.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 54. Leo. 80 weapons, get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Yeah. 54, right there. 54.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Everson Griffin. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go. Hey, Charlie. 27 Mike. 27 Mike.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Back to you.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Double tight. We got 4.
A first down throw for Mariota. They set up the screen to Hill. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
3.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
55, Mike. Come on. You better break.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Dances by him. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the...
He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. On second down now. It's Jacobs, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six.
I got 83. I got 83. Watch the slant.
Mariota now. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Break. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right here.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down again. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Run the mic. Watch one. Push him back. Mike one. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. One. So Mike's number one. It's our time.
Throw it, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back to Mixon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He gets this one to Boyd. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Mike 5-4. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Bang, bang. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
The toss play to Mixon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 21-7. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check it back.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Mike 1, Mike 1. That's right, baby. They don't want it. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1. Here we go, here we go. 1. Orbit.
Counter play with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Motion. Mike 55. Blue Dan. 1. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Too little, okay?
To throw Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want under.
And look at this. It's a fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Check. Block 54. Block 54. Here we go. Ready?
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Able to slither by. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They toss to Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down.
Check 50. Check 50.
Mixon with it. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota has got it to Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1. Set the tone, defense.
On 2nd and a yard, Mariota. And a big throw here, that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
We own them.
On the toss, Mixon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
3 bud.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Green complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Green brings it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll run with Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10, and down to the 7-yard line. That one good for 17 yards.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 36, 36. Check, 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 check. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go right here now. Alert flare. Shoot.
Here's a run with Mixon, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
who
had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
It got his man complete. Sheds off the tackle. A big play that time for the Raiders. 67 yards.
Complete to number 83. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Working out of the gun. Mariota being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.